Hello everybody, I'm Lynn Burkhead from MajorLeagueFishing.com, sitting alongside a rookie at MLF, Mr. Michael Neal. Michael, welcome to Major League Fishing. Welcome to the set. I know you mentioned to me a little while ago that, like many other people across the country, you become a big fan of the show on Outdoor Channel World Fishing Network. But now you get to move from watching the game to actually playing the game. Tell me what you're thinking on the eve of your first day of competition.
I'm thinking the nerves are probably higher in this than any other tournament I've ever fished in my lifetime. And I'm just really excited to get out there. I'm here doing all this filming and other things, and my mind's just out there thinking about what it's going to be like to actually get on the water and fish against these other guys and see who's got the mindset and the right skills to put together everything as quickly as we can.
How do you handle stress? How do you think you'll handle the stress of Score Tracker Live and listen to that leaderboard sing?
That's probably going to be hard. If I'm catching them, it's going to be easy to listen to it. If I'm not catching them, it's going to be pretty hard. That's one thing with tournament fishing is your mindset, and probably 80 or 90% of it is a mental game. So that's one thing you've got to be able to do is just weed through everything and stay focused, stay on your game plan, and figure it out as you go, and just try not to let everything get in your head. If you miss one, go on to the next bite, just forget that one. If you lose it, whatever happens. If you get a penalty, which I'm sure is probably not going to take me very long, just trying to let it go. It's going to be hard, but that's one thing that separates some of these guys that are at the top of MLF is they can take everything out of their mind, stay focused on what they're doing, and capitalize on every bite that they get.
Your first day out of the box, so to speak, in Major League Fishing, you're going to be fishing against Mark Rose, and then you got Scott Suggs, you've got some other heavyweights in your group. Are you going to be thinking more about the fish, or are you going to be thinking more about the big sticks behind you?
Right now, I'm thinking about the big sticks that I'm fishing against, but when I get out there, I'm just going to put all that behind me and just focus on the fish. I mean, we don't know where we're going yet. I don't know how I'm going to have to fish, but I do know that I'm going to go out there and focus on my strings. So I hope that we've got some conditions that can play into my hands with that and where I can cover a whole lot of water. But it's definitely going to be in my mind, especially when that score tracker's lighting up. Mark Rose, 14, he's already caught 14 and I don't have a fish or something like that. But everybody's on the same field, so we've all got to figure out how to get out of our head completely and stay focused on what we're doing.
You know, there have been some key rule changes coming into this season of select competition. What do you think about the 1 pound or better rule?
I kind of like it myself because it forces you not to fish extremely tiny baits, to fish for literally any bass that will bite just about. So I like the 1 pound deal. I mean, a lot of the fish I think that we're going to be catching doing what we're doing with the conditions. I think everything's pretty much flooded out here. I think they're all going to be a decent size, so I don't think it's really going to hurt as far as the number of scoreable bass that we catch. Everybody's still on the same playing field. Everybody's got to play by the same rules, so I don't think it'll be too bad of a deal.
Just the pressure of the overall experience of the Major League Fishing format, it causes anglers to spin out and have an emotional train wreck of some sort. How do you think you'll avoid doing that?
I don't know that I will 100% avoid it if I'm not catching them. I've kind of had a few meltdowns in the past of when I'm not catching them, but I mean, everybody's got this immense level of stress on us out there. I'm sure it's going to be unlike any other day of practice or tournament day. It's 100% from start to finish of each period of every round, and I know these guys have told me that it's just going to be a completely different level of stress. I'm going to be more tired after this than any other day that I've ever fished in my life, and I'm just trying to mentally prepare for that. So a lot of times your best day of practice on a body of water is the first day, and that's essentially what Major League Fishing is your first day of practice on the body of water, except you're competing at the same time.
At the end of the day, it's still putting a line in the water and catching a fish. Tell me what you're going to be thinking when you hear that first time ever, Michael Neal, line in.
It's probably going to be the most exciting moment of my tournament fishing career. I've really looked forward to this ever since I got the call back in the fall. This is what I wanted to be on. The first episode of Major League Fishing I knew I wanted to be a part of that. I didn't want to just sit back and watch it. I wanted to be here and experience it and see if we could go out there and put the things together really quickly and see if we can have a good round or two and maybe even win one of these.
Why not Michael Neal as your first ever Summit Select champion? We're going to crown one by the end of this week. If you'd like to learn more about all of our anglers, from rookie Michael Neal all the way to the veterans like Kevin Van Dam, you can go to our website, MajorLeagueFishing.com.